Welcome into the Cowboys Report. I am Tom Downey. Today's show is presented by Manscaped, where you can get 20% off and free shipping when you use promo code COWBOYS at manscaped.com. Here's what's coming up on today's show. The Anthony Barr rumors once again back for the Cowboys. Not a huge surprise on that front. We will also talk about more of an idea than a full-fledged rumor. It's been picked up by a lot of people out there. What about Tristan Hill straight up for N'Keal Harry in a trade? And did Von Miller want to go to the Dallas Cowboys? All that's coming up on today's show, beginning with the idea of signing Anthony Barr. ESPN says the Cowboys are the ideal fit, the best position or spot for Barr to sign. He remains unsigned in NFL free agency. One of the top 10-ish, somewhere in that range, best available free agents who have yet to find a new team. This is far from the first time we've talked about Anthony Barr. The logical fit is there. Linebacker's a need. He knows George Edwards, one of the top defensive assistants on this team. And there's also the report from Clarence Hill and others that the Cowboys have interest in Barr. ATRP at the right price. Now, Barr has missed time each of the last 3 years, sometimes significant amount of times. I will make note that the pass breakups did go up this past year for Barr, and the pitch from ESPN was Barr can be your coverage linebacker, and that allows you to have Micah Parsons blitz a little bit more. The raw numbers say yes. 3 interceptions this past year, that's awesome. That is more than his entire career entering this season. Did a soon-to-be 30-year-old Anthony Barr suddenly get a lot better in pass coverage? Just turned 30-year-old Anthony Barr? I'm not so sure. That indicates a bit more of a flukiness to me. I don't think he was as productive against the run. He's still allowed a high completion percentage, by the way. He is not an elite coverage linebacker, but he can start. And the Cowboys don't have many of those players right now on the roster. Leighton Vander Esch, is Anthony Barr better than LVE? I kind of think so. And Jabril Cox, who I'm excited about, hasn't shown much of anything. You're hoping for growth from Cox this year, but he hasn't physically done that at this point. Now, healthiness, if he's healthy, should step up, but it's not a proven thing yet. The other guys on your roster, Gifford, Clark, who's probably not going to play this year, Harper, Bond, Hansford, Jackson, those are all UDFAs, late-round picks who are not proven at all. So if you want another linebacking option, Anthony Barr is a damn good one who is still unsigned at this point. We're going to spend some more time on the idea of signing Barr, but by now you've got a good feel for the player. So would you sign him? Y for yes, N for no. This is going to be the pinned comments on today's video. So if the ad break comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and let me know. I am down to add Anthony Barr, assuming he's cheap-ish. Now, I'll preface this by saying money is not really an issue for Dallas. They are top 5 right now in salary cap space in the entire NFL, roughly $22 million worth. Now, you don't have to pay Barr that much money, I don't think, because it is June. Anthony Barr should be cheap. Coming off injuries, and I don't think the same guy he was in his prime, I am not like, oh my God, the Cowboys need Anthony Barr. Would I be excited if they signed him? Absolutely. But we've also seen the Cowboys not do anything this offseason. Barr is not an elite player, so yes, I would like to have him, but I'm also not going to be in tears if the Cowboys do not add him. Coming up next, how about the idea out there of trading Tristan Hill, second-round pick draft bust, for N'Keal Harry, first-round pick draft bust? We'll break that down in depth after we tell you guys about today's sponsor, Manscaped. You can get 20% off and free shipping on all of their top-of-the-line men's grooming products at manscaped.com. 20% off and the free shipping when you use promo code Cowboys. That includes the Lawnmower 4.0, the #1 men's grooming product on the market, and all of their awesome products. And the Lawnmower 4.0, the Weed Whacker, the nail trimmers, by the way, best ones I have ever found. They actually work well. They're not like flimsy and crappy. Elite products that are absolutely worth the price. Manscaped.com. Use promo code Cowboys for 20% off and free shipping. That link will be in the comments section, and it will be in the description of today's video. Let's talk trade now. Could the Cowboys go out and acquire N'Keal Harry in exchange for one Tristan Hill? That has been the idea floated out there by Heavy.com. So what do you guys think? If you could only pick one of these guys, hypothetically, to have on your roster, who would you rather have? Who would you rather add to the Cowboys roster as things sit right now? Type in TH for Tristan Hill or NH for N'Keal Harry. The pitch that was made by Heavy.com and then was picked up by others, Blogging the Boys, Fish, etc. Well, the Cowboys don't have much receiver talent, right? They're thin. They got CeeDee Lamb, and then Michael Gallup's banged up, and you're hoping for Jalen Tolbert to emerge. And then it's James Washington, Simi Fehoko, and Noah Brown. I think we would all mostly agree that wide receiver is a need for this organization. The problem is that N'Keal Harry, this are his career production. Now, if I had told you here were Harry's stats and I said, yeah, his first year, you go, okay, it's not bad. Hoping for better growth, not what you want out of a first-round pick. This is career, though. Sub 600 yards. Here is the truth of the matter. N'Keal Harry, my friends, isn't good at football. Now, I know you might say, well, Patriots, quarterback, blah, blah, blah. Sure. But they needed receiver help. We cannot argue, as I've seen people argue, opportunity. It's a first-round pick, guys, with the same regime. That first-round pick gets every single chance to prove himself. It didn't happen in New England. Now, maybe it could in Dallas, but I'm not banking on that. The best argument, which I haven't actually seen made very much, is that N'Keal Harry actually did do a little bit of punt return stuff at Arizona State. 14 returns, 165 yards, and a score. Could he be that guy in Dallas? Maybe, but he doesn't really have the ideal athletic juice you want, and he's been a big-time disappointment in New England. Of course, Tristan Hill has also been a big-time disappointment in Dallas, as he has failed to make the really major impact you want out of a second-round pick. He has been a bust. If I had told you, hey, this is Tristan Hill's first year, you would have gone, oh, that's not good. Now I tell you he's 3 years in and you go, oh, he sucks. That's where we're at. Now, injuries are a big problem for Tristan Hill. Make no mistake about that. But he hasn't been good. The Patriots save a little bit of money, but I don't really see how either side would have a ton of interest in this move. I'd rather give my reps to Jalen Tolbert, see if somebody else can emerge as my punt returner. And for New England, Hill doesn't do much for me. What might be more likely is both guys end up getting cut this offseason. Now, if you want free daily Dallas Cowboys videos, you have come to the right spot here at the Cowboys Report. We have passed the 129,000 mark. Thank you all so much. I appreciate every single one of you who have been subscribed to us here at the Cowboys Report. If you haven't already, now is the time to get on board. I know the offseason is slow. There's no camp yet. We got daily videos. We give you guys content every single day. So hit that big red button and subscribe at youtube.com/CowboysTV. Somehow, once again, back on this story, hey, Von Miller wanted to go to Dallas. And I don't mean to buy. I'm not going to buy to the Cowboys too much here on this one because we've had this conversation like 18 times. The Cowboys haven't done anything this offseason. DeMarcus Ware says that Von Miller wanted to come to Dallas. Von had allegedly asked Ware, hey, does Dallas want to sign me? Are they open? Can I go there? This, by the way, is not the first time some version of this story has been published. It's been, well, Dak had recruited Von Miller, and, Von had asked the Cowboys. He had interest. But in the end, the Cowboys weren't remotely close on the money. Here's what DeMarcus Ware told the Dallas Morning News. Quote, I remember when Von called me, he said, hey, is Dallas interested? I'm a free agent. He said, call Jerry and them and see what they want to do. I said, are you trying to get them to empty the bank account? What you trying to do? Ware continued, he said, I'm trying to come back home. Hopefully I can do that. Of course, did not happen that way. Ware later said, I don't know if the Cowboys talked or not, but I threw it out there for Jerry, and Buffalo probably picked up the news and said, hey, wait a minute, this is what we need on the defense. The Cowboys and Von Miller connection has been there for a very long time. We know that Von Miller got the bag from Buffalo. So would you have signed Von Miller, Type in D for deal. You would have brought him in at a similar-ish deal. Maybe it takes a slight hometown discount. Or type in ND for no deal. You would not have. Sound off. Would you have signed Von Miller? D for deal, ND for no deal. Now, the truth is that Von and the Cowboys were never in the price range. The Cowboys self-imposed, as they sit with $22+ million in salary cap space right now, they did not want to spend that type of money on Von Miller. And you might see some of the Cowboys media propagandists say, oh, well, they just didn't have the salary cap space. They were too tight. They could have. Remember, folks, the salary cap is very easy to manipulate. The Bills have done it. The Rams, the Saints, etc. have all done that before. If the Cowboys wanted Von Miller at a cost that wasn't that different in the end than what they were prepared to pay Randy Gregory, they could have brought him in. They did not want to. They liked their guys, and they didn't want to go that route. So now the Cowboys have no Von Miller, and that's probably going to be okay. It was a big-time deal. You're banking on DeMarcus Lawrence, Dorrance Armstrong, Sam Williams, Dante Fowler, and maybe Terrell Basham. And, of course, you got Micah Parsons as your edge linebacker hybrid who, as it turns out, has put up some Von Miller-type numbers in his first year. So I think they're fine at edge. I think we all would have felt a lot better about the offseason had the Cowboys gone after Von Miller, but for whatever reason, likely self-imposed desire not to spend that type of money, Dallas simply wasn't really in the market at all to go out and acquire Von Miller.